Well, it was actually profoundly life-changing. And it is kind of like the beginning point of a very beautiful and long journey in my life. And it speaks so much to reincarnation. And just to, I'll do my best to keep it somewhat short. Even as a child, growing up in southwestern Pennsylvania, there was something about getting to Japan and wanting to live in Japan and be in Japan. And I had funny little habits of how I like to sleep in tiny little places, or I always opened a book the other way, and different kinds of habits. And anyway, as things went, as I grew, I ended up moving to California and teaching English, well, tutoring English as a second language in the late 70s when a lot of Vietnamese refugees were coming over and Iranian refugees were coming. And it was at that time I realized, like, I know how I can get to Japan. If I get a master's to teach English as a second language, I'll be able to move to Japan and be able to live there for some time. It was so clear that that was like a laser purposefulness. And I able to get my master's, and I went to Japan in 1988, stayed there for 6 years, meant to go for one, but stayed for six, and it was wonderful, and had an extraordinary experience of remembrance of being there at some stage. And I won't go into the whole story really, but I had a profound experience of meeting this soul, on the other planes, and realizing that there was a beautiful connectedness between us. And that was one of the main reasons I went back to Japan. But I was told by the person that helped me connect to this spirit that there was it's a love story, and that the spirit was actually waiting for me to come back to Japan. We could be together again on some level. But I also felt the same way too, that she said that it's not, and I didn't want to be selfish. I felt like that it should allow the spirit to go and merge with the light, or move to the next dimensional frequency or whatever, and not have to wait for a human who's not there yet. So anyway, that was a heartbreaking but decision made out of love, to say, please go to the next level. I feel that is the best thing for you. So it was really painful to do that. And I thought about it a lot, a lot, a lot. Now, what was it, 25, 30 years passed. And I definitely still had that in my heart, but I felt it was the right thing to do. Until the day we talked and you had it.